on, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Good, Baldy. How you doing?
Baldy. What's up, big man?
Big guy, I believe is what it's at. Baldy's a big guy. Yeah, we're a big guy.
I know. I just called you big man this time.
Well, it's
We're
very
on
confusing.
our new
We're
set.
very confusing.
We're on our new set.
It's being very confused.
It's under
whatever.
construction currently, as you can tell.
Yes,
There's
under
not a lot.
construction. But our new set, we have our
Mascot. It's a unicorn. But that's all
I
right.
know that's who it was underneath it. That's weird.
Who is it?
Is that Henry Cavill?
No.
It's not?
That's the dude from fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who it is.
It's that, I don't know his name, but I bought it for Beth a couple years ago because I thought it was funny, and then I surprised her. And I put it in her office and put it behind her when she walked straight into her office. She had no idea that it was
It's a scare?
standing there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she was on camera, and somebody's like, why is there a dude standing behind you? She's like, what?
She didn't see her own camera feed with it behind her?
She wasn't paying
Oh,
attention.
God, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This episode, to kick it off, somebody asked us, because, well, we didn't introduce ourselves last time because we were just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, who are you guys? And what the fuck are we watching this for?
Great.
So I figured we'd introduce ourselves real quick.
Yeah.
My name's Greg, a.k.a. Baldy. I'm also, what do I do? I'm a self-help guru. I got that online, University of Phoenix, before they went out of business. I don't think they're out of business, but they probably should be.
Yeah.
It was part of like the Donald Trump school.
Oh, yeah.
That same
So
thing.
you got your money back.
But I did it all online. It was 57 hours of nonstop self-helping.
Nice.
So I helped
you
myself
to
and I was just
whatever you wanted.
Whatever I wanted to do, I did it, but it was for 57 hours straight.
That's almost like
a lot of commitment.
It's a lot of commitment, but it almost like isn't. It's a lot of commitment, but it's not very hard to do.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know.
I mean, help yourself. You can just help yourself
freaking
to
Republicans
extra
out
seconds,
there.
Help yourself to an extra beer.
Yeah.
Help yourself to
I mean,
one more
I just helped
cigarette.
myself. Yeah, exactly.
You just basically
You know
just
me.
lived your life helping yourself,
Just helped myself.
and then at the end of it, you're like,
And now
cool.
I'm a self-helper, and I can help you.
And you're a
yourself.
self-help guru. 1-800-GREG 123 Greg 123. Actually calls Greg.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly it.
you'll get his
1-800-GREG
1-800-GREG 123, and you'll get Greg.
Yeah.
And he'll help you with whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
As long as it's not too difficult, or he doesn't know, he knows something about it. If it's something he doesn't know anything about, no good.
You have to go find another self-help guru.
Yeah, find different help yourself, or just Google it.
Let's hear a little bit about your background. What do you do?
My name's Peter. Also known as the Big Guy.
I'm also known, a.k.a. the Dragon.
Yeah, I've actually been called
that's my
Manuel
Chinese New Year.
in weird situations. Not sure. I think they're mostly like, hey, are y'all ready? Manuel. And I get kind of stuck, I guess.
Manuel.
So I have a PhD in underwater basket weaving I got from Cornell.
You have an example?
Yeah, this is my most recent piece. It's currently holding some aging
Freedom Seeds.
Freedom Seeds.
Yes.
For a 12-gauge shotgun.
Yep.
And this is my most recent piece. If you can find me on Etsy under Manuel
Noriega.
Noriega.
Etsy.com.
And then I find all my great underwater. And this is a little bit wet because I do it underwater.
It's underwater.
But
I think that's meant to shrink it, though, right?
exactly,
You're the expert. in
Well,
this.
yes, I actually have a PhD I got from the Cornell, and that's what it's for. You do it underwater. That way, when you come out of the water, it shrinks.
It
to the right
shrinks
size.
up, and then you could put those Freedom Seeds in there, and it'll shrink specifically. That's why it's so perfect.
Perfect. Exactly. Why.
You wouldn't have known this until
we told you, and now
the
you know.
rat.
And knowing's half the story.
his Chinese New Year name, Rat, told you that.
Exactly. The more you know.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm gonna put that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for that one person that put a comment out there, we read the comments.
Our one watcher last week.
It's all right. Nah, we had more than that. We had 7.
We had like 7 or 8, and one comment.
At
it was
least somebody
fantastic.
paid attention.
Hey, enough for them to be like, "Who the fuck are you guys?"
You know
Hey,
what?
I'll take
Comments
it.
and likes help. I don't give a shit if it's
Hey,
criticism.
anything helps.
really
So
don't care.
You can tell me how ugly my shirt is, how fat I am. I'll be like, you know what? Thanks for watching, guy.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen. So
That happened on my other show that I do with my wife, and somebody was like, "You guys are out of touch," and I was like, "Oh, really?" So I did a whole nother goddamn podcast on being out of touch, and it was fun.
yeah,
Because you know what? It just gives me content.
yeah. Well, that's the whole
I mean,
point.
we're really just all content
content
whores,
is king.
aren't we? We just want content.
Yeah, well, that's what we all. That's why there's no more cable. Everything is streaming because you want content all the time.
You guys,
fast as
you're
fuck.
asking for it.
You want your YouTubes and your different, Hulus and Disney Plus and
Right.
Netflix. because you don't want to fucking wait.
Nope.
Even if a new movie comes out, you still Google it. Where can I stream this?
Exactly.
Because you don't want to wait.
So where you guys can find us is on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. You can find shorts.
And Greg's house on Saturdays.
And Greg's house on Saturdays. So I'm not putting that out there, but you know.
I'm also not going to put that out there unless you DM me. It costs you a lot of money. I'm not putting it
You're going to charge to to give out my address?
Yeah. I don't know who cares.
There are guns all over this fucking house, dude.
Exactly.
People are going to be getting lit up. We had one, we were recording last night for my other show that I do with my wife. And Beth's like, somebody's in our driveway. And I was like, nobody should be in my fucking driveway right now. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I can see lights out front. Like you see somebody pulled in front of the house.
Eats.
Wasn't our Uber Eats.
Was it? No, what's the one that delivers beer?
Go Puff.
It was Go Puff.
It wasn't Go Puff.
It wasn't Go Puff.
Dude, do you know how much beer I have in my house right now?
I mean, you have a lot of beer in your house.
I got
You
a
always have
lot
beer in
of
the
shit.
house.
There's always a lot of beer in this house. We got between Hard AFs,
Coors
beer. What's the one that you brought over? The Good Boys.
Good
If you guys
Boys.
haven't had Good Boys,
Good Boy
they're
vodka. Good Boys vodka
Seltzers.
seltzers. They're great.
pretty good. Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. So no. But Beth's like, do we need to go check it? I was like, nah, I've got a gun right over there.
Yeah.
She's like, that thing's loaded. I was like, well, there's not one in the chamber.
But it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. And then there's another box of ammo right behind my head when I'm on that show.
There we go.
So, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey,
don't come sneaking into my neighborhood.
House, especially in Texas.
We live in a gated community
Not a smart
for a
idea.
reason.
Exactly.
Fucking cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Hey, it's the first show of the new year.
It is. You know what's funny? We fucked up.
What?
We're supposed to last like 5 minutes without saying a
did.
curse word. Nope. Because you literally were like, but you guys don't know who the fuck we are.
That was after. That was 10
Nope.
seconds.
Nope.
later.
You definitely did not last 30 seconds.
God damn it! I
5
can't
minutes or
do
whatever
it.
it's supposed to be.
I can't do it. We're never
So
gonna
I'm
beat
gonna
this
go back and start
algorithm.
beep out all the F words before like a minute. That way my mom, I know I can trick my mom. She'll watch it. She'll be like, that way she'll watch it. And she'll be like,
Mom.
oh my god, you guys fixed it. I'll be like, did we?
We've turned a new leaf, Mom.
Yeah. We turned a new leaf. I stopped cussing. I'm 40 and all of a sudden I just stopped cussing.
Quit touching your mic.
Well, I don't.
You're
know
not
if I
sure
like
where
it
you
yet.
like it.
I don't know where I like it at yet. It's right there's good.
Just leave it there.
Yeah.
It's good. Fucking let's jump into some shit. So cussing on a podcast, that's like the first goddamn thing we have. That's what you say, goddamn thing we have. You're right.
Well, it's hard because, how you talk. Like it's language. It's how you talk. Yeah, it's dumb. Like I feel like a smart person probably doesn't cuss that much
Oh, no. I've
Because
read
they
the
have-
alternate
because
That-
they have like
other
good
words they
language
can use.
skills.
other
I feel
words
like-
you can use.
Yeah, they
I've got an
speak- they
MBA.
speak
You've
way
got a
gooder.
master's degree as well,
Yeah,
an MBA
yeah.
or whatever. It's like we're not
We're not
retarded.
dum-dums, but I don't know. I feel like they speak gooder than us.
I mean, when you're less intelligent, you use words like gooder.
Yeah. So, whoops, just did that. But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like those words are used.
They're hard to find for you.
Well, the correct
like,
words
right now.
sometimes. So like, well, yeah, because I'm on a podcast and I'm talking. So like, the right word is always hard to find when you're like I have a camera looking at you.
Oh, stop
But,
it! You need to talk into the camera. So you're talking to. We're breaking that third wall.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to talk to the camera when I'm talking to you, and then I keep thinking. Plus, the
think
camera's in a
people out
weird
there.
spot.
No,
It
it's
was
not.
it was over there more.
You got to ignore that because we also
Yeah.
have a monitor off to the
Well,
side.
normally
too.
the camera's on top of the monitor, so it makes it really easy. Yeah. Anyway,
He's new to this whole thing.
I
He's
am
only
rather
8,
new.
10
we're only
episodes in.
we're maybe 10 episodes in. We've only published 4 or 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah.
So we're pretty new to all this. Oh, I'm very new to this. He's not. He's been doing this for a long time. He's a grandpa, but I have no idea where I was going with any of that.
It's okay. But
Anyway, the
cussing
point is, it's hard to cuss.
is
To not
fucking.
cuss.
It's hard not to fucking cuss.
Yeah,
All right, that's just being ridiculous.
it is.
All right,
but
I'll
also
stop.
it's not crazy.
What's
It
the
is hard.
dumbest thing you can remember doing in the last 5 years?
dumbest thing I've done in the last 5 years?
Like the absolute stupidest. Can you think of anything? I've done some dumb shit. One of them
Dumbest
was
thing.
wearing a mask
Wearing a mask.
during COVID.
Oh, you know what? I
Did you ever wear a
I
mask
very rarely-
in your car while you were driving?
I
Like,
hardly
you
wear
still
masks.
see people doing it now?
Even places that were told me like you're supposed to wear a mask, I hardly wear a mask. In
But
HEB,
I did get caught up. I think we all got caught up for the first Excuse me, for the first minute.
No, one time.
I got caught up, but only for a minute.
No,
And then,
even in the HEB, they had said, please wear your mask. I'd walk in, and I had never had a single person come up and be like, please, sir, can you put on a mask? I never had anybody say anything to me. So.
you're also a goddamn giant.
Well, yeah, so
You're maybe a
that
bit
may have something to do with
intimidating.
it, but I mean, I never once had anybody like I had it with me in my pocket, so like I had a job where like I had to go to people's houses, and I always ask the customer, I'm like, hey, do you want to put my mask on? And if they said yes, I'll put it on because it's their house. I have no problem putting that on.
Yeah.
It's their house. As soon as I walked outside the house to do some work outside, obviously it came off because I'm not gonna wear a mask outside. I'm
All right, so that was my one. What is your dumbest thing of 5 years? Anything?
Man,
I know I'm putting on the spot. I was being facetious with the mask thing. It was fucking stupid. The whole country got stuck with that. I think the dumbest thing I probably have done is like fucking. It had to be like my wife had to have made fucking fun. So 5 years I moved here to Texas. We're in Helotes, Texas now. It might have been. Probably had something to do with drinking. It was probably something.
Man, I haven't drank that much in the last 5 years. I stopped drinking. I didn't stop drinking. By
Slowed it down.
I slowed way down when I got out of the Marines. Mostly, I slowed way down when I left Seattle.
How about this? Let's take the 5 year. What was the dumbest thing you ever did in the Marines?
Oh shit! I don't know if I can put that on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, did you like steal a tank?
No, just being same thing. Just being drunk as fuck. Like we were at in Gas Lamp. And we were
down in San Diego?
Yeah, we were just in San Diego, just partying Gas Lamp. Got super fucked up. I don't remember which guys I was with because it was 2010 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember who I was with, but yeah, we got fucked up.
Buddies.
Super fucked up. I passed out. Fucking woke up the next morning on the street, like just not in the street, but like on the sidewalk. I was like, "Fuck!" Didn't have my cell phone with me. I have
where
no
am
idea.
I?
Well, I knew where it was.
You didn't have your cell phone?
Yeah, I didn't have my cell phone with me. But the guys, I just found some Marines because they're always out there getting drunk.
Yep.
I just found some Marines. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll take you back." So they took me back to fucking base. One of my buddies had my phone. I don't know how he had my phone.
Thankfully,
but he had my phone.
holy
and they're all like,
shit.
"Yeah, we couldn't find you last night." Like, well, fuck. That was pretty dumb. But I mean, I don't know, that was
How
just
does somebody misplace you? Like,
Bunch
no,
of
you know
really
what
drunk
happened?
people.
You laid down, and nobody can pick you up.
That's probably what it was. Well, also, back then I was a lot smaller than I am right now.
I mean, you were still a big man.
I'm a big man regardless. But
Like, what are you at fighting weight? Like in the Marines?
Like 240.
That's a big man.
Yeah. So still a big dude.
That's a big dude, right? My brother was 155 in the Marines, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like my size. I walk around at like 180, so like 25, 30 pounds off.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a tiny me, dude.
That's a tiny you.
That's a tiny. Like, I'm not a big dude. Like, I'm a small man. 155. He was a mortarman. He had to carry a mortar.
Do you know how
heavy those things are? He blew out his back. That's why he's got disability.
They're big and heavy.
Yeah, big and fucking
it's
heavy.
It's a lot of work, man. It's one of those things like where
you
they
shouldn't do that to 155 pound dudes, right? Like,
Well,
why
no,
don't you
but
get
then-
the big motherfuckers that can?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody has to be able to do the same job.
Is everybody I thought everybody was a marksman or a rifleman.
Everybody's a rifleman, but I mean, everybody. If you're a mortarman, then they're not going to be like, "Oh, we're going to have the big guys carry the mortar around. The small guys don't have to carry it around."
No, carry the fucking bomb, the shells, whatever they are.
It doesn't matter. Everybody has to carry the same thing.
What goes in those?
What if the big guy goes down?
Well, you leave that bitch behind.
Well, you have to pick up the fucking mortar and keep going.
I don't know the rules. I don't
That
write
is the
them.
rules.
Oh, that is.
You don't just be like, "Oh, sorry, we're out because one of us is down and I can't carry it. I'm too weak to carry it." No.
I'm not saying that's what I'm talking about because I would carry it, of course. But goddamn, my back's gonna ache after like a
Your back
half
will
a mile.
ache. That's the truth. It'll definitely hurt, but this is what it is.
That's why you went in to become a chef.
Yeah, I mean, the second I got out, I know actually before I even
What'd you
got out
do
of
in the Marines?
When I was in the Marines, I worked at. I
think I
worked
asked
on,
you this before.
Ordnance. I was at
Ordnance, that's what it was.
F-18 Ordnance. So
Right.
when I was in San Diego,
You
I
lifted
was
big ass heavy bombs.
yeah. So I had two different jobs when I was in. So when I was in San Diego, I was doing in a shop called AWSE, like AWSE, is like aircraft weapons support equipment.
Okay.
Super like fucking pogue job. Pogue is like a person other than grunt.
Gotcha.
So all those jobs are pogue jobs, but my job was like super pogue because I was like I worked on fucking like trailers and shit. I was like
You're a mechanic,
It was
basically.
fucking, yeah. Basically, I was just a mechanic. Just did stupid
It's fucking
shit.
rad, dude.
And I was
My-
like, whatever.
my uncle was in
it was
for
a it was a perfectly good job, but I was like, I didn't enjoy it at all.
My uncle was in for 22 or 3 years. My dad put my uncle in. the Marines. My dad was a 22-year Marine. He was a E9, got out as a master gunnery sergeant. My uncle got out. He was a tank mechanic.
See, that's a cool job.
Marine.
Like, tank mechanic.
Marines. He was in Camp Pendleton. He was there stationed.
So
for years.
that's a cool like
It's fixing all the tanks, I guess.
fixing all. Yeah,
He didn't fix the tank because he was already he got out at his E9 as well. So he had people fixing tanks.
Well, he maybe fixed the tanks for his first like 4 or 5 years, maybe.
And then he had people.
Then he became
fix
an
it.
E5, a corporal, and he's like, okay, everybody else is fixing tanks.
Yeah, everybody's he ran through the rank too. So it's fucking rad.
Yeah.
You gotta have all that support staff though.
Absolutely.
Fucking keep the Marines going.
Everybody does a job to get the final job finished.
You're damn right. Fucking it's awesome.
Yeah.
Beer goggles. You guys want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
You guys being you.
You guys.
Anybody else out there?
Yeah.
Beer goggles. Cause behind beer goggles debunked by scientists. I love fucking scientists. I'm going to be a scientist next week.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We'll just have to come up with what kind of scientist.
New job, yeah.
Because, it's 2023 and we can do whatever. Oh, no, it's 2024 actually because I fucked that up.
It is 2024.
But
Shit,
it's
already?
2024 already.
God damn, that's
and
crazy.
This is the year you can do anything. You can be anything. And it's the Chinese New
2023
Year,
too, though.
and it's the year of the dragon. And weird, my name is Dragon.
That's true.
This episode.
That's true.
Researchers find that while alcohol impairs face symmetry detection, it does not influence judgments of attractiveness. Have you ever had beer goggles? I think everybody's had fucking beer goggles. I think dudes get beer goggles. Do girls get beer goggles? Women?
I don't know. Dude. That's a good question. I wonder if they do get beer. I obviously wouldn't know, but I have no idea.
We're gonna have to ask our
I'm
wives.
assuming they must have beer goggles. 'Cause,
You're an
here I
ugly
am.
motherfucker.
Exactly. I'm assuming girls must have beer
like
goggles.
I had
I'll ask
hair
my
back
wife,
in the
but I
day,
have
so
no
that's
idea.
my wife said, "Oh, I like your tattoos."
You've
I was
always
like,
been ugly.
my tattoos are from when I'm like 16 years old.
Your
We made them at
Punisher
home.
tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Punish me. Wait. One or the other.
I do. I have one on my back.
I know. It's for everybody to see. For all the guys to see when they're punishing you.
I don't mind. I mean, I mind that. It hurts. It's sensitive.
Well, it hurts at first.
But it's
probably.
2024 and we don't judge. This is a no
there's no
judgment
kink
zone.
shaming on this
Jesus
show.
Christ.
No kink shaming.
Scientists have debunked a theory that the beer goggles effect is due to drinkers finding someone more attractive because their faces appear more symmetrical under the influence.
Did you said ISIS proved it?
No, not ISIS approved.
Oh, I think you said ISIS proved it wrong. Proving it wrong.
What?
Wait.
Faces.
Oh, faces.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I thought you said ISIS. That just threw me off.
Christ. Fucking, you having flashbacks from working on tanks and shit?
Flashbacks
Trailers?
from the war.
From the war. I was in Afghanistan working on trailers. Bombs are going off everywhere. Researchers from the University of Portsmouth questioned 99 men and women aged between 18 and 62 in a pub to test how people rate looks after a few drinks. But the study published in the Journal of, I can't say this fucking word, Psychopharmacology. That's
Sounds
a
like
fucking
you got it
thing.
right.
Yeah, I guess. God damn, it took me a minute. Found that while alcohol did impair face symmetry detection, it did not influence judgment of attractiveness.
You know what it is?
You're just trying to get laid. That's all.
I was gonna say at the you start off with one beer, you're just trying to get laid, and it's not working.
By 10,
so you
you're
have two
like,
beers.
I will literally
You
take.
that, at 10 beers, you're about to go home, and you're like, at this point, I can fucking take anybody.
just
I
like-
don't give a fuck. And
like,
that's what that. So that's
you
how
go
beer goggles work.
caveman. You're like,
Yeah.
booga booga.
Yeah,
You grab
you know what?
whatever
At 'cause
bar
then-
rats in there.
At that point, you've had 10 beers. She's probably had 10 beers, and you're like, we both just don't want to go.
We're
home.
settling. We're
There we
all
go.
settling
That's
at
it.
this point.
That's it. That's it.
It's
That's how
understandable.
beer goggles work. Then I never thought about
You're
that.
just settling.
Have you ever, when I was in the Marines, I think,
God damn it.
they had these like goggles they put on us to like, and then you like have to walk a straight line to show like it shows like how you look or how you see when you've been drinking. You ever see that?
No.
Yeah, it's something they did when I was in the Marines, and they give you these goggles, and they're basically called beer goggles, and then you like have to walk a straight line, and it kind of like fucks with your vision to where like if you were drunk, this is what it would look like. Not the case because I've been drunk lots of times. That's
Even
not how it
before
was.
you went in the Marines.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you're a human being.
So it's not accurate, but it's still like those beer goggles. But then you look at somebody who's like, they're all fucked up, and their face is like, if you look at that, you probably won't want to take them home anyways because, well, not if they look at that especially, but I mean, if they look like how you look through those goggles on, I don't know.
Is it just like it's like a fun
it
house
just
kind of
warps it up?
effect?
Yeah, it's kind of like a warps it up like a fun house. Exactly.
Fucking Marines are always so fucking sciencey.
Yeah.
Would you say gay?
Yeah, I said gay.
I mean, guys, fucking, you're a part of them. So the term beer goggles has been used for decades to describe when a person finds himself sexually attracted to someone while intoxicated but not sober. Of course. One possible explanation is the effect that it is alcohol impairs the drinker's ability to detect face asymmetry. None of this matters. All it is basically this article just saying beer goggles bullshit. You're settling for whatever you can get out of
I agree.
anybody at the bar.
I think I agree. Yeah.
I mean, basically all I got. Ever bought your significant other a sex toy?
I don't think I have.
No.
No.
All right. So
I come with my own sex toy.
I mean, aside from that, like to add on,
No, I
where
don't
does
think
this
so.
story come from? It's because me and a former girlfriend of mine. She's down there cracking up. She's like, "I'm gonna murder you." We were in. You had mentioned it in the gas lamp district.
Yeah.
The reason I asked this, I don't know why this story came up today, but it did. So I figured I'd just tell it on a podcast. Why
Yeah,
fucking
of
not?
course not.
So we, I had to take a piss. We have been down in the gas lamp district, and this is downtown San Diego. If you're not familiar.
Beautiful, awesome area.
It's an awesome area. And I had to take a piss. So we've been drinking beers. And we went down by like the boats and the old pirate ship kind of
Yeah.
shit, like whatever they are.
Oh yeah, cool area.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we were walking back up that hill, and the only thing I could find that was open, because it was late, was a porn store. Right? But you had, in order to use the bathroom, you had to buy something. I probably could have just run out, right? But my girlfriend at the time and I were partying, right? I mean, I think we were 7 months in, something like that. And we were on a road trip from San Diego to San Francisco. We were taking the PCH, but we started in San Diego. Came out from Phoenix. So I was like, all right, we got to get something. So we got like a little tiny one, little tiny one. We were playing around, and we were staying, I don't know, this fucking super nice hotel downtown, right? Like it had marble walls. I don't even remember. It's like the Jefferson or something like that. It was nice.
Okay.
This is back in 2006, something like that. So this is a while ago, right? Sounds like to me, it doesn't sound like a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Anyway, we start playing around with that thing. That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have other sounds going on in the room. And then I was like, boop, in her beehole. But it's not one of those ones that has like a little hand to grab on. Right? So you have to if you're listening to the audio, you got to watch the video to get the full effect.
Yeah, get the full idea.
Well, I lost control of it.
Oh God, you get sucked in.
This is what.
Oh God.
So my girlfriend at the time goes, "Did you just do that?" And I was like, "I didn't do it. It did it." Right? Her beehole.
Oh God, just swallowed it up.
Just ate it. So be careful. Note to self. So she had to go into the ladies' room, the restroom in the hotel room, and take care of business.
Get it out of there.
Yeah. So note to self. Be cautious.
Be cautious.
But yeah, it's one of those fucking stories that like we don't. I hadn't shared very often. I'm not saying we. My girlfriend at the time and I hadn't shared
your girlfriend at the
very
time
often.
hadn't
But I was like, why not just put it on a podcast and just
Why
tell
not?
the story?
So that the whole world.
You know what I mean?
That's
I mean,
way funnier now.
It's funny
It's
because
a funny story. Like
the problem is that you really should have like some sort of like cap on anything that potentially could go up inside of yourself.
Well, technically anything can go up inside of you if you're brave enough.
I've read stories where people put things inside themselves like light bulbs.
You can. There's
Why would you put a light bulb? Have you ever dropped a light bulb?
Yeah, it's horrible.
They're like you could tap it. I mean, you
they
go
shatter like easily.
instantly. Yeah.
And that glass is like microscopic.
There's that video of the dude. I mean, it's the old. I don't remember what it's gnarly.
Yeah.
And the guy like sits on one and it breaks. Like he sits on like a mason jar.
Oh, I saw. Oh, don't.
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. I've only heard of it.
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about. It's
like that's a mason jar, bitch.
Yeah.
Like don't put a light bulb in your butt. Don't.
Well, you know, I think I came across
yourself.
like Instagram or Facebook or something at one point, but they had a bunch of like X-rays, and I don't know how real they are because obviously it could all be doctored. But it was like a bunch of like X-rays of like just random stuff found inside of people's bodies.
Oh no! For a while,
and
I was like, there were stories.
a light bulb, the
like
obvious, like a hot
needles.
dog,
Like somebody swallows needles all the
a
time.
screwdriver, like all just weird, just weird household shit they just couldn't get out of themselves. It's fucking weird, man.
And then they end up in surgery. It's like it's like a dog.
Would there be anything more embarrassing though than going to the doctor like, hey, what are you here for? I don't really want to tell you. Well, you're at the doctor.
There was this one story that was a while back.
Something inside of me.
But I think it happens a lot.
You know what I mean? What?
No, it does. It happens a lot.
What is there? 8 billion people in the world? I'm sure this
people are putting shit in all the wrong places. Like it's one thing if you're a kid and you get like a marble stuck in your nose. You're like, God damn it.
I remember I had something like a Lego man head stuck in my ear.
See, but you're a kid at that point.
I was like 17.
But
I'm just kidding.
He was in the Marines. He just
I was in the Marine Corps. I was actually.
You're like, you're the perfect person to go in the Marines.
Yeah.
Here, eat some crayons.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Crayons.
No wonder why that's not really a joke. But it goes down to, we did one. We did. My wife and I talked about a story a while back, and this lady had put not into her vagina, but into her actual urethra, her pee hole. Ooh. Had put like a big glass like dish kind of thing. I don't even know how that's a thing. How is that a thing? I don't know how that works. But she did, and it sat there for 30 years.
It sat in there for 30 years.
Yep, and finally it started building up tissue around it, and she had to have surgery.
Oh,
sorry to go gross on you,
bad
but yeah, I don't know why that went from inserting a thing in your beehole to.
Yeah, I don't know. That's horrible though.
I don't know. San Antonio City Council, you have this story.
Oh, God.
Votes on a bill to. Do you have the article? You know the article. Okay, you know the article.
Yeah. So basically, this month actually. So January 2024, the first time City Council of San Antonio, Texas. Let me just be sure everyone understands. San Antonio, Texas is going to their City Council is going to vote on a bill. Or not? It's not voting on a bill. They're just gonna have a vote
resolution, if you will.
I guess. Yeah. Of whether or not they agree or disagree with a ceasefire in Gaza.
Makes a lot of sense.
How much sense does that make?
I don't even think people in Gaza know where the fuck San Antonio is.
Or ever heard of San Antonio? Like the president of fucking Israel or the president or the fucking Hamas
I'm sure he's like
is gonna be like they're gonna get it in. I can just imagine like a guy roll up on a bike and be like, "Oh, sir, listen, stop everything we're doing. San Antonio City Council said we shouldn't do this." And they're going to be like, "Oh, my God, no way."
Do you have to serve him papers?
I don't know. I'm just imagining
it's like a divorce decree.
Email, but...
They send it to Hamas.com?
Yeah, Hamas.gov.
That's right. Hamas.gov.
It's definitely Hamas.gov. But it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would they even... Taxpayers are paying for this. And why do they think that's...
Because we live in a blue city.
But why would they even think that anybody who lives here would care about that? Like, nobody here has anything to do with this in any way.
Ask those pro-Palestinian.
So why would they? Okay, but
even
if you're holding a sign saying, kill Israelites or Israelis or whatever you're fucking holding your sign and saying, you're still gonna want I want my city council to vote against this. Like, who in their right mind would think that's what they need to do?
Well. San Antonio is San Antonio.
That makes no sense.
No, I agree.
It's just dumb.
It's a perfect analogy, whatever, for what we are becoming nowadays.
What's that?
Like just absurd. Like we are in just this absurd time. We're in the upside down world now, where we think that. Like San Antonio, like you think you're that important? No, those motherfuckers over there are fighting each other. Let them fight. Just let them fight. I understand that a lot of women and children have died, but that is war. That's just war. Yeah. It's part of fucking life, right? I mean, Obama, I think he has like the record for non-wartime, like
No, he was
missile
in war the entire time.
But no. But we weren't at war, like during like in like Lebanon or whatever.
Oh, you mean like with like when we
were just like cruise missile, we're just cruise missiling fucking people or whatever, right?
Yeah, all over the world,
right? And just taking people out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I just don't understand how somebody like the mindset of somebody who's like in somebody's like San Antonio City Council who thinks they're that important to like. My opinion here really matters. Like my opinion doesn't fucking matter. I'm on a podcast, but I know my opinion doesn't matter. That's why I say my opinion because it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, it does, but it matters to me and you.
Yeah, but I just.
But now that you know that San Antonio City Council thinks what they think of themselves.
Yeah,
they think that they.
We don't know if they're gonna be pro or what's the opposite of pro?
Against.
Pro or
for or against
this whole ceasefire, which is completely
pro
irrelevant anyways. Con. Which is completely irrelevant anyways, but obviously they're gonna be for the ceasefire.
Well,
whatever. This whole thing is just fucking stupid.
No, it is, but that makes sense with politics nowadays. Yeah. People think that they have some like they what they say and what they think matters.
Yeah. It's just
none of it matters. None of all this bullshit
matters. Nothing matters.
We're all just fucking little
matters. Things on the fucking program.
You know what, that's an interesting point.
In the Matrix.
That's an interesting point because we watched the Ricky Gervais new stand-up. Oh. His new stand-up just came out the other day, and it like lit the fucking internet on fire. Right?
Where's that?
No. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
So he did last year was Armageddon. No, this one's Armageddon. No, yeah, this one's Armageddon.
Okay.
And he was talking about basically he goes against like the woke bullshit. Like it all started when he did like the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. And you're all in it. And he's just sitting there drinking a pint, right? It literally started. And that's where I think his career ticked up.
Oh, big time.
Even after.
Well, there's so many comedians
dude's done so much
that are well known that'll just like say what they want to, but only like
they're very politically correct.
They're very politically correct, and there's so when you get one that like just says how it is, and regardless of whom I think is just fucking great.
And his comedy, I'm not gonna say dated. It's just poignant, and he makes fun of everything.
That's funny.
And he's like retarded kids. He goes hard on retarded kids on this one.
Does he?
Like a retarded kid. Not all retarded kids, but the retarded kid is misogynistic, racist. The retarded kid is in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So he calls him a misogynistic, racist, retarded kid.
No, I mean that's what he is.
Right. So the funny part that he's trying to make is this is all make believe.
Yeah.
None of what I said actually matters. It's comedy.
There's another comedian a while back. I remember he's like, I think it was Daniel Tosh. He's like, he's like if Brad Pitt and some other guy had a kid together, I'd want to fuck that baby. He's like, okay, I understand you're all really mad at me for my mythological man and man baby. Like he's like, this is all a joke
it's
for
a
one,
joke.
And it's all not even realistic. And two men can't have a baby, like so it's impossible. Like,
huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Anyway, it was just So it's just fucking stupid.
It's stupid, but the point was that all of the shit that we say and talk about, there's literally like 4 people on the planet, or maybe, like let's say a half a dozen, that really make a fuck. What they say goes. Elon Musk, of course. Well, I'm not saying what they say goes, but when they do something, it matters. Yeah. Motherfuckers like setting rockets, he's building cars, he's doing these things. Then you've got, Sleepy Joe's retarded, so he can't do anything. But the people, whomever's right behind him is...
Yeah.
The CEO of BlackRock or Vanguard, those big-ass companies that actually own every other company, those dudes, you don't even see what they fucking say. And
I know who they are.
Yeah, no, they're out there.
Yeah.
But you can find them. And then maybe like the president, the chairman of China, right? Maybe him. And then that's pretty much it. Because what's the president of Russia's name? God damn.
Vladimir Putin?
Putin. This chick right here. on a second. This chick right here. Right here.
Yeah.
That's this old mystic chick. Right?
Okay.
She thinks Putin's going to die this year in 2024.
Well, he might just die this year.
There's a lot of rumors
Very
around him.
realistic.
But he has a lot to say. Oh, dude, okay, so this is going to be fucked up, and I'm not going to play the video because it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I use the word retard in fun, in jest. I'm not poking it at anybody specifically.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, that's dumb. That's the way I've used it my entire life.
Yeah.
Just the way I'm like, you're kind of retarded right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have any symptoms. I saw a video on Instagram today, and it was Ukrainian soldiers in their trenches. And one of the guys that was a soldier had Down syndrome.
He's a Ukrainian soldier.
Yes. And it was the most, to me, that's fucking cruel. Because the guy was asking him and they're translating it, right?
It's not just cruel, that's just retarded.
It's fucking dumb and it's
Yeah.
retarded. But they asked him, like, where's your gun? And he's like, they haven't given me one yet.
So why is he on the front line?
He should not be. Right?
I mean, he shouldn't
and
be in
then
the military,
it was a
but,
completely
man, that's just-
cruel fucking thing. Like, that whole goddamn war, like, I'm sorry to go down this fucking thing, but I was kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with that
that's
place?
just fucking wrong.
Like, you don't do that, right? You
No,
protect.
You're just sending somebody like that in to get shot. It's like sending a child in there. That's wrong.
It's wrong. And so the dude was like screaming, bomb, 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 or something like that. And the guy jumps on the ground. I'm like, dude, that war needs to be ended. U.S. should not be fucking funding the Ukraine. I don't think we should ever before.
Yeah.
All it did
well,
is
I mean,
make a whole bunch of billionaires out of a bunch of assholes over
Yeah.
there. So that's my little tirade on that. But that video is going to be going around. You'll see it eventually.
Yeah, you can just send it to me.
Yeah, I'll find it. It was on Tank. I don't remember. Tank something or other I follow. Something like that. But I was like, that's just fucked up.
No, it's fucked up.
I mean, like, you can send some less educated people to war, but they know they're signing up and they know what they're doing.
Well, yeah, you can't send somebody who's mentally retarded.
Functionally
because
cannot do stuff
that's not okay.
because he can't be a mortarman.
No, he can't be anything in the
My brother was pretty close.
Well, plenty of Marines are, in fact, retarded, but not actually retarded.
No, you're just deaf. No. I was going to say, never mind. I got to stop talking. New York City, Chick-fil-A politics.
Oh, yeah, so this is dumb.
What's going on with Chick-fil-A in New York City?
So I saw these
Because
stories.
I'm like, we all know the Lord's chicken. Like, you don't mess with the Lord's chicken.
You don't mess with it.
Okay, real quick recap. I had never had Chick-fil-A until maybe like 3 years ago.
Oh, shit.
This is why. I'm allergic to nuts, peanuts. And they cook everything in peanut oil. Right? So when they fry everything in peanut oil, I'm like, I ain't touching the peanut oil. Then my buddy, his brother's a doctor, like a real life doctor, not like a basket weaving PhD online. He went to medical school. So he became a doctor.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, when you boil peanut oil to a certain temperature, it burns off the enzyme that makes you allergic.
allergens, yeah.
Right? And I didn't know that. And one of his kids is allergic to peanuts. And they're like, no, you can. And I had no idea. So I was frying turkeys for Thanksgiving in canola oil at like 7,000 degrees. They came out delicious.
I mean, they were.
But it ain't the same as peanut oil.
No.
Right? And I was like, God damn. So anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Anyway, no, okay, so I keep seeing this come across like my Instagram, my Facebook, on the news, everything. Oh, all these different, like, some senators are against it, and all these others are like this whole huge thing of like,
Why?
there's going to be this
So they're
new
closed on
law,
Sundays.
this new law in New York City where they're going to be forced to be open on Sundays now. And of course, everybody's like, well, why? How can somebody force a company to be open like that?
Right.
So I started doing a little bit of research. So apparently, what happened was whatever highway going through New York City or New York, the state of New York.
Shitty 5.
Yeah, so whatever that one is. Driving through New York City, or excuse me, the state of New York.
Okay.
Has a bunch of these little things called oases. Oasis?
Oasis?
Oases?
Oasis.
Anyway,
Right.
along the highway.
They're truck stops.
Little truck stops. You pull in, you have a bathroom.
But
they have these little like bridges to go over the highway, and they sometimes have like restaurants in them.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A's, Pan Express, Shake Shack, whatever.
All right.
So there's a couple of them that have one restaurant, they only have Chick-fil-A. So you pull into the little oasis thinking, I can get myself some food, go to the bathroom, and the only thing that there is Chick-fil-A, so it's pointless, right?
On a Sunday. It's only pointless on a Sunday.
Exactly.
You can still take a piss.
You can still take a piss, and you can definitely get off the next rest stop and get yourself something to eat, or the next
McDonald's
exit
is literally
on
everywhere.
every single exit.
Like,
Every single exit.
okay,
has
so
McDonald's. And also,
point, counterpoint.
yeah,
I think that's something.
yeah,
Point, go to the next exit.
yeah. I agree.
Go to McDonald's. I've never gotten off and been like, Chick-fil-A, that's what I want on my road trip.
I can't
It's
say
always fucking McDonald's.
Of course, it's
Every
cheaper,
time.
It's faster. It's always consistent.
And it's absolutely, I've been in the middle of nowhere and found a McDonald's.
Yeah, you can always see looking at it. There's some big blue arches way over.
By no means am I like a world U.S. or not a U.S. traveler in a lot, but we do a lot of long road trips.
Yeah.
Beth and I. I've driven cross country like 10 times, like done a bunch of shit. Lots of road trips, just fun. I don't give a shit if you're in the middle of fucking Nebraska. There's a McDonald's. If you're in the middle of Maine or nowhere Maine, there's a fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
They're everywhere across. There's a McDonald's, like every 3 miles.
Yeah.
They're
everywhere.
getting pissy about a Chick-fil-A not being open at their favorite oasis.
And here's the thing: they're trying to make a law to require them to be open 7 days a week. At this point, Chick-fil-A could just be like, "Fuck this,
Fuck you, New York.
We're leaving." Like, the Chick-fil-A don't need to be in New York. There's gonna be way more people upset that they left than there are people who don't want them. They want them to be open on Sundays.
You don't get the Lord's chicken in New York, evidently, bitch.
Exactly. That's all there is to it. Like, if they want their chicken, they can have it every other day, just like everybody else.
You'll have
It's just stupid.
you'll have your chicken and you'll like
And
it
there's
on
these like senators,
Saturdays.
yeah. And there's these senators who are like, "Oh, they're gonna be hell to pay, and we're gonna raise hell if they try to." I don't know. It's just fucking stupid. It's
Get
just
fucked.
it's
It's
all just fucking
Chick-fil-A,
dumb,
bro.
It's all just fucking dumb, but it's just fucking stupid. They're trying to like force
New York's
a
going
private
that
company
hard on it.
to like be open on Sundays, and it's literally only for Chick-fil-A because obviously everybody else is open on Sundays. It's just fucking dumb.
I'm just laughing that you don't know how to use a microphone.
No, I think I got it. I think this is. I was getting fucked up because I keep looking.
Look at the camera, brother.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so used to it being.
I'm just
over
gonna
there.
put a sheet over here so you can't see
Yeah,
the screen. It's fun. It's fun. Do you believe in UFOs?
I really want to, but if I'm being honest, no. Well, okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
UFO is unidentified flying object. So do I believe that there's something in
Well,
the
now
sky
they've
that I
changed
can't
it into
understand?
UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Same thing.
Same thing.
So do I believe there's something in the air that I don't know what it is? Sure, because there's lots of things.
Would you ever take? Have you ever seen one?
Do I believe in aliens specifically?
Yeah. There's got to be.
There has to be. But
Got to be.
I would really love to see it. I don't believe in any of that shit. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in fucking aliens because I've never seen it.
You ever seen Bigfoot?
Nope, I don't believe in Bigfoot either, though.
You don't believe in Bigfoot?
Fuck no.
They just literally like whoever does stuff like zoos or some zoological society
Yeah.
just came out. They just dropped 200 new species that were identified in 2023.
In 2023?
Yeah.
There's that many species, new species just last year. No shit.
Like but they're
Bigfoot
tiny,
is
tiny,
Bigfoot on
tiny
the
things.
list?
Bigfoot was not on that list this year. But we already know about Bigfoot.
Oh, do we? Because
Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Have you ever seen the videos on like the giants?
Oh, I have
Like
seen
the
that.
giants with the huge skulls
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
like 12 feet tall and shit
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
crazy shit.
There's a podcast, I can't think of them right now. It's like something butterfly or something I follow. They're fucking great.
You know, it's
And they do a bunch of like kind of fun conspiracy shit and they're always like pulling shit up but they had one and it's like these giant skulls. I don't know if it's bullshit, but I'm just thinking.
well, you know, all those cryptids are really cool. Like, you know, you think of
The Wendigos?
Wendigo, Bigfoot. You talk about
They're all real.
Not capybara. Capybara is that fucking little animal. What's the one?
Chupacabra.
Chewbacca. I mean, yeah, Chupacabra.
Chewbacca's basically just a fucking
He's basically just
Bigfoot.
a big Bigfoot.
He's basically
yeah,
a
but
Bigfoot.
Chupacabra, all those ones. I mean, Chupacabra is
He's a
obviously
Wookiee.
the most easily.
I mean, a Wookiee is a
Bigfoot. Yeah, 100%.
maybe a
But-
smarter Wookiee, a smarter Bigfoot.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, I can't do it.
They're
Can
all
you, Can you
cool.
do a Chewbacca? You can? Oh my God.
Yeah, of course.
God damn it, I can't
Look
do
at my
that.
size. Basically, if I just had more hair, I'd be a Chewbacca
You
myself.
should go as Chewbacca some year. The reason I asked
Go where
that,
exactly?
because I was like, go as like for Halloween,
Oh,
asshole.
gotcha.
Just like spray paint you a little bit brown.
Oh, that's technically okay.
I mean, get you a nice tan while we're on the cruise.
Yeah.
We should probably go get spray tans for the
Oh, we
cruise.
should like a real orange spray tans.
I don't want an orange. This could go
Sure about
sideways
that?
on us. I don't want an orange.
Well, maybe we should just like light orange.
No, I want to go full.
Full Trump, man. Come on.
No, dude. I'm bald as shit. Like
I know, you're awesome.
You work at Black Rifle. I work at a fucking big ass corporation that doesn't sell coffee. That has all my fucking executive leadership. Well, you do too. I get they're insane. No, they're in. No, I'm not saying it's any better or worse, but yours is probably a little easier going than mine.
Probably. I have no idea.
You have a fucking mullet, bro.
I do, as you
Let's
can
see
tell
it.
from this here.
Let's see it. Let's get the
Starting to,
mullet
you can start to
update.
come in here, like from the sides, a little bit of a.
Could you imagine my head fucking bleed like?
Well, no, he can do a skull though, because it's all bald up here, and then just have. That's
No,
all
what
grow
I'm
out.
saying is like orange. I can't do that, dude.
Oh, dude, it'll be badass.
I'm in jujitsu and it's just rubbing off on everybody.
Yeah,
I'm just
it'd be
leaking
funny.
all over the floor and shit.
Hilarious.
Like Jesus Christ. We got a video of the week. You ready? All right,
yeah.
so I'm not gonna even set this up. This is just fucking ridiculous because I showed it to you earlier. So we're gonna be quiet while you guys watch this.
And listen to it.
This was at the. Let me find it real quick. Give me 1 second. It was at the airport. I think it was in Fort Lauderdale. Excuse me. Florida couple has an airport meltdown over their dogs. Florida couple had a complete meltdown at the airport, accusing American Airlines of keeping their pets away from them after their flight was delayed. Dustin Miller and his husband, Anthony Thorne, were captured on a viral TikTok making a massive scene at the Charlotte Douglas Airport. Oh, it's North Carolina, North Kakalaki, while also telling a woman in a wheelchair to F off, bitch. So let's go ahead and just
Let's see it.
watch
Let's see it.
this. All right. So this is where.
Remember your girls. You don't care about the girls? You don't care about the girls. You don't care about the girls. Just hush. You don't care about the girls. Hello, everybody. Justin. American Airlines. Fuck this over.
Yeah, this is so
Alright. Here we go. Justin. Here. I'm not
just saying.
kidding.
Look how flammable.
You don't
not
care
very-
about the girls?
I mean-
So I want to tell you about Shelby and Dolly.
Some days you're proud.
Shelby and Dolly. Shelby and Dolly.
Some
Remember,
days
I'm going to do it
not
for you.
that
Shelby and Dolly. That's it. Shelby and Dolly. Remember.
You know, and I understand being proud.
Shelby and Dolly.
Yeah,
Remember
100%. But I just.
Think of the girls. That's
Yeah, he think of the girls over and over again. Oh, that's just two dogs.
hang on, he's not done yet.
I'm just trying to get home to the girls.
Shelby and Dolly. Shelby and Dolly. Think of the girls.
Fuck off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch.
So, God,
You know what's funny? You know what? Suck a dick if you want to suck a dick. Just don't do it so gay. You know,
Like-
that's so gay.
like those dudes are. I mean,
Those guys are just super
and
gay.
you know what? To each their own. Like, be gay.
Hey, be
I don't
gay,
give
do
a
what you
shit.
want.
I've gay aunts, and I'm super happy. They've been gay for their entire lives, and that's really fucking fun. But, dude, think
Don't be so.
of
But don't be so
Shelby and
gay about
Dolly.
it. Like, come on, man.
All right. So there's a dude that you may or may not have heard of, conservative Ant.
Okay.
He's conservative Anthony. He's got a Instagram following. It's huge. He does a lot of stuff with like Eric Tansey on the Failure to Stop podcast and
Yeah.
stuff like that. He's fucking hilarious. I really haven't. I need to go back and look through his catalog of shit that he's pushed out. His shit he's pushed out. God damn it. Posted. Stuff he's posted and see if he's done a video recap because I really want to see his take on this video. And conservative Anthony, I'm gonna send it to you and just ask anyway. Like we'll clip this piece like real quick and send it over because I really think we need to know.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get him on this podcast some point.
That'd be good.
I think it would be hilarious. I
Yeah.
think it would be fucking funny as shit. So, nonetheless, that's our video of the week.
It's a funny one.
You
It's
know, when
definitely what the
when you've
fuck.
got these things that are out there and just they write shit.
It really writes itself.
The,
It's fucking
that's what I'm
funny.
saying. Like, I'm just kind of done. This is the first week of 2024.
Yeah.
And shit's going. Maine just kicked Trump off the ballot.
Yeah, Colorado takes them back.
Right.
And Maine's like, you know what? We're gonna try that out.
The Secretary of State there has no fucking political power to do it.
No, she was not voted in place.
No.
She's done nothing, and all of a sudden she just like decides.
And it's Maine.
Come on.
Portland. The Portland, Maine is not like Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
I was born in Portland, Maine. Fast fact. But it's not the same. People there literally like we want to go do our lobster fishing, and we want to. There's not a lot of tech. There's some tech there. You have Kennebunkport, which is like where president stays once in a while.
Yeah.
Not this one, because this one
She's in Delaware.
I don't think there's any wheelchair ramps in Kennebunkport.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, no, so whatever. He stays down in Delaware at his fucking fancy house, and he's cunt. But yeah, you've got nuclear. You got Portsmouth, which is across the river from the Piscataqua River, across the way from the Navy base there, where they do carry. It's military, it is woodsmen, it is hunters, it is people that build cabins, it is people that want to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the place that would just do that.
It is one asshole.
One asshole
That you see in a picture with Trump, with Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
Yeah.
It's a appointed position. It's not a elected position.
Nope.
She's gone. They've already moved to impeach her.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, as they should.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I think you guys are probably starting to figure out our political affiliation.
Yeah, nobody. Fuck you, the whole government.
Fuck them all.
Give me my fucking food and my guns. There you go.
Pretty
See? As you
fucking
can tell,
straightforward.
Spicy rooster. Wait.
He's just
Yeah,
a
spicy rooster.
He just likes chickens.
I just really like roosters. And sriracha sauce.
Sriracha's fucking dope.
Sriracha is
What's your
dope.
favorite sauce? All time, you get one.
Honestly, right now, we're gonna have it on the show a little bit later. It's called Florida Man's spicy garlic or roasted garlic hot sauce. It's probably my favorite. It's really good. I mean,
Is that good?
When I have it, I go through a bottle in a week. It's that fucking delicious. I put it on everything. There's never been a sauce I put on everything.
I've followed Florida Man forever, and I've never bought one.
Dude,
I should be a better human.
well, it's gonna be on the show, and it's gonna be fucking delicious. You'll like it. It's so fucking good. When I get it, I go through it so fast.
All right. So,
good.
note to self, go check them out. Check out Hard AF. Not a sponsor, but they will be someday.
Maybe,
and then
hopefully.
maybe,
And they're delicious, which is the reason they're
yeah,
up here.
so
because
they're up
so
there,
fucking good.
and we know the owners, so you know it. It's like support people you know, support
Yeah.
people you love. With that, you can go out, check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, of course, and do all the
Rumble?
shit.
No, not Rumble. Not yet.
Maybe
Do
Grumble.
We can do Rumble.
We could do Rumble.
Yeah,
I've got a Rumble account, but we have to do a new Rumble account.
I'll make a new Rumble.
Maybe
account.
if you guys want to watch it on Rumble, we'll figure out that if
Yeah.
you're on Rumble. Maybe we
Hulu?
can start doing that.
Man, not Hulu. I don't know how to do Hulu.
It's on all sorts of audio ones. There's more
Yeah.
than just Spotify and iTunes. So
Yeah.
check us out. With that, catch you next week. Cheers.
See you guys.
Yeah.